Hello, I'm Clement Weinberger, and I'm a freelance editor for Inago, and today I will be giving you some tips on choosing journals. Finding the right journal is important because if your article isn't published in a timely fashion, say within a year or two of a Congress presentation, no one will know about it, and a delay will make one ask, why so long? If you're in basic medical research, no publications means no funding. It's as simple as that. Just as important, protocols and results of human clinical trials are posted on public websites like clinicaltrials.gov or UMIN, or one of the other primary registries listed by the World Health Organization. If your data aren't published, there'll be no public peer-reviewed validation of the significance and interpretation of your study results. So you've done the necessary. Your protocol or research plan was approved by the ethics committee at your institution. The study followed clinical and ethical good practices in the conduct of the research. You've carefully analyzed the data. You've had writing or editing assistance if needed. Well, your article is publishable. So build a short list of target journals. Start with the journals you read frequently and the journals that are used by key researchers in your field. You must already have an idea of the ones they are, but discuss preferences with other investigators in your institution and your co-authors. If the study results have been presented at a Congress, check if that professional association has a journal. And you can check the publication history of similar studies in indexed journals. You can search PubMed to do that, and you can take a look and find out which journals turn up the most often with articles that are similar to the one that you want to publish. There's another great tool for checking journals out and publication histories, and it's called HelioBlast. And it's a good word similarity engine, and you can actually compare your whole abstract to those of other similar articles in your topic. So you'll find it quite useful. So now, after going through all this, you've found some candidate journals in your subject area. So find out more about them online and go to their websites. See if the scope and aims are consistent with what you have to publish. If the target audience is international, select a journal with an international focus. If the target audience is experts in an area or in a medical specialty, select a journal with a narrow focus rather than a general focus. If you're targeting a clinical or research or applied or theoretical audience, choose accordingly. Remember, the primary goal is to find a journal in an that's indexed and that's known and read by people you want to communicate your results and interpretation to. So go to the internet site, look at the information for authors so that you can see the types of articles they publish, and look at the specifications for each article that they accept. It'll tell you the maximum number of tables and figures, the format and style requirements, and other information. Then take a look at how long it takes from the time you submit to the time you're published. There are three key things to look at. One of them, how long does peer review take? And then how long after resubmitting a revised manuscript, which was almost always the case, how long will you hear about your acceptance? And then how soon after acceptance will your paper be published? And then take a look at how often the journal publishes. Is it bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly? That's important because it affects the time to publication. The journal website has this information, but if not, you can email or call the editorial office and they'll tell you. But the bottom line is you can wait at least 9 months or maybe a year between submission and publication. Maybe less for online than paper. Check into the acceptance rate. Sometimes it's on the website. Sometimes the journals are very selective. Do they publish most of the manuscripts submitted or not? Is the competition for space so great you'll be wasting time submitting to that journal? The editorial office can tell you the acceptance rate. Don't hesitate to ask if you don't find it on their website. And then see if you can email a description of your article to the editorial office, and maybe they'll tell you whether they're interested in that topic. Nearly all journals have an online version, and that's a quicker way to publication than paper. And many journals accept additional supplemental data or additional information associated with your research and provide access on the journal website. Check if the journal is an open access journal. Everyone can read the full text of your article then. If so, there's probably a publication fee to be paid, which might come from your institution, your grant, or the financial sponsor. And then finally, what about journal ranking algorithms like the impact factor or PageRank? Frankly, I'm not that much into them. Remember what your aim is. Your aim is to find a good indexed peer-reviewed journal that has the audience that you're looking for and will be interested to read what you have to say. Cheers for now, and good hunting.